Look at this man, shredded, primal, eating raw liver for breakfast, screaming about ancestral living. Built a $100 million empire telling you that if you just followed the 9 ancestral tenets, sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, bond, you could look like this. No steroids, no shortcuts, just raw meat and discipline. Except that was one of the biggest lies ever told in the history of fitness. And today, we're going to break down every single layer of it, the rise, the crash, the psychology, and what you can actually learn from this disaster. Stay with me. This gets wild. Who is Liver King? His real name is Brian Johnson. Born in Texas. Not a celebrity. Not an athlete. Just a guy. But somewhere along the way, Brian Johnson decided to become something else entirely. He became Liver King. He started posting in 2021. Shirtless, jacked beyond belief, eating raw organs on camera, carrying logs, doing pull-ups at 45 years old with a body that looked like it was CGI'd. His message was simple and powerful. Modern men are weak because they've abandoned ancestral ways. I'm proof you can fix it. And people lost their minds. Millions of followers in months. Podcast appearances. Magazine covers. A supplement company, Ancestral Supplements, reportedly pulls in over $100 million a year. When you first saw Liver King, did you believe he was natural? Drop a yes or no in the comments right now. The brand genius. Here's what nobody talks about: the marketing was actually brilliant. Liver King didn't just sell supplements. He sold an identity. He looked at modern men drowning in screen time, junk food, and purposelessness, and he handed them a story. An ancient story. A story that said, you're not broken, you've just been domesticated. He gave people a villain, modern society, a hero, the ancestral man, a path, his 9 tenets, proof, his own body. That's a 4-part marketing formula that billion-dollar brands use. Liver King just wrapped it in a loincloth and raw beef. He even built a family into the brand, his wife, Liver Queen, his sons, Savage and Rad. It wasn't just content. It was a lifestyle cult. And cults sell. The cracks start showing. Now here's where it gets interesting. From the very beginning, serious fitness people were skeptical. Not haters, scientists, because here's the thing about muscle. Real, elite-level muscle. The kind Liver King had? It takes years of perfect training, perfect diet, perfect recovery, and, most importantly, elite genetics to achieve naturally. Even then, there are hard biological limits on how much muscle the human body can carry without pharmaceutical help. Liver King's body wasn't just impressive. It was statistically improbable for a natural 45-year-old. Fitness YouTubers ran blood panel analyses. Doctors flagged his muscle-to-fat ratio as almost impossible naturally. The whispers got louder, but the Liver King doubled down. Every single time. Have you ever trusted someone's fitness advice and later found out they were lying? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone. The leak that broke everything. December 2022. A fitness influencer named Derek from More Plates, More Dates dropped a video with leaked emails allegedly from Liver King himself detailing an extensive steroid protocol. We're talking $11,000 a month in performance-enhancing drugs, growth hormone, peptides, testosterone, a full pharmaceutical stack that would make a professional bodybuilder raise an eyebrow. The internet exploded. Within 48 hours, the emails were everywhere. The media picked it up. His sponsors started going quiet. And suddenly, the man who built his entire identity on being the proof that you don't need drugs was exposed as one of the most medicated people in the fitness industry. The irony was almost poetic. The apology and why it matters. To his credit, and this part matters, Liver King didn't run. He posted a 10-minute video. He looked into the camera, and he said, "I've been lying." He admitted to steroid use. He cried. He apologized to his family, his followers, and the fitness community. Now, was it genuine? Was it a PR calculation? Probably a mix of both. But here's what I found fascinating about that moment. The comments were split right down the middle. Half the people said, respect for owning it. The other half said, too little, too late. And that split tells you something deep about human psychology. We want our heroes to be real. And when they're not, the betrayal hits hard. Should Liver King have been forgiven? Yes, no, or it's complicated? Comment below. I'm genuinely curious where you land on this. The real damage. Okay, now let's talk about what actually matters, because this isn't just about one guy lying on the internet. The real damage Liver King caused was to ordinary people. Young men, teenagers, college kids, guys in their 20s watched him and thought, If I just eat right, sleep well, and follow the ancestral tenets, I can look like that. So they tried, and they failed. Not because they were weak, but because it was physically impossible without the drugs he was secretly taking. That creates a psychological spiral. You think, I'm doing everything right. Why doesn't my body look like his? What's wrong with me? That's where eating disorders begin. That's where unhealthy relationships with food and exercise start. That's where self-worth gets tied to an unreachable standard. Fitness misinformation isn't just annoying. It's genuinely harmful. The fitness industry is full of people selling results they achieve with pharmaceutical help while publicly preaching natural methods. It's endemic. It's systemic. And it works because bodies are visible proof in a way that other industries aren't. Nobody buys a productivity course and expects to look like a guru. But people buy fitness content and expect to look like the person selling it. That's the trap. So the next time you see someone with an extraordinary physique selling you a natural program, ask yourself, is this person's body actually achievable naturally? Or am I being sold a fantasy? That one question could save you years of frustration. Comment below who's a fitness influencer you actually trust and why. Let's build a real list in the comments. Where is Liver King now? Here's the twist ending nobody expected. After the scandal, his following barely dropped. He still has millions of followers. His supplement company is still operating. He still posts content. He reinvented himself as someone on a journey of redemption, a man who fell, admitted it, and is rebuilding. And people love a redemption arc. Whether you think that's authentic or calculated, it's undeniably smart. Because the same storytelling instinct that built his empire in the first place is still running. The villain became the fallen hero trying to rise again. And the audience stayed to watch. The final takeaway. So what do we actually learn from Liver King? 1. Compelling stories sell better than facts. Always have, always will. Your job is to be skeptical enough to ask for the facts anyway. 2. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. A 45-year-old with a body like that, claiming it's all liver and sunlight. That's an extraordinary claim. 3. The principles were real even when the proof was fake. Sleep, eat well, train hard, build community. That stuff works. It just won't make you look like a roided-up Viking in 6 months. And 4, maybe the most important one. Your body is not a failure because it doesn't look like someone else's fraudulent before and after. Build something real. Live like it matters. Eat your vegetables. You don't have to make them raw. If this video made you think to smash that like button, it genuinely helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. We cover the fitness industry, the psychology behind viral culture, and the stuff nobody else wants to say out loud. And drop a comment. What other fitness influencer scandals should I break down next? I'll see you in the next one. Stay real.